Push faster, watch the step. Vitals are dropping, move it.
Orca trainer Tamarie Tollison's harrowing last moments above water. The water at SeaWorld shimmered like gold that July morning, hiding a nightmare no one saw coming. Visitors would soon fill the stadium, ready to cheer for the giant orcas they believed were gentle performers. But beneath the surface, something dark was waiting, something that would explode without warning. Tamarie Tollison, one of the most trusted senior trainers, walked toward the pool with the same confidence she carried for years. She had worked with these whales every day. She believed in them. She trusted them. But on this morning, that trust was about to break forever. Within minutes, the calm blue water would transform into a violent battleground. A routine training session would turn into a desperate fight for survival. And the woman who once controlled the ocean's most powerful predators would be dragged into a nightmare that SeaWorld never wanted the world to witness. The summer sun rose over San Diego, casting a golden glow across the waters of SeaWorld's Shamu Stadium. For the tourists who would arrive later, it was just another day of vacation, another chance to watch giant orcas leap and spin beside their trainers. But for Tamarie Tollison, a senior orca trainer, this day felt different. It was another step in a lifelong calling she had followed with passion and discipline. She walked the familiar concrete path toward the pools, breathing in the mix of salt water and chlorine, hearing the steady hum of pumps beneath the stadium. To her colleagues, Tamarie was calm and steady. To the whales, she was more than a trainer, she was a bridge between their world and hers. But beneath the still surface of the pool, danger waited. Within hours, the laughter of tourists would turn into screams. The bright blue water would run red. And Tamarie would find herself fighting for survival against two whales she thought she knew. To understand that day, you must know who she was. Born with a love for the ocean, she studied marine biology before joining SeaWorld, quickly rising to senior trainer. She knew orca behavior better than anyone, moods, cues, vocal tones, every subtle shift in their bodies. Her closest partners were Orkid, a sharp, intelligent female born in captivity, and Splash, a massive, unpredictable male transferred from San Antonio. Tamarie trusted them completely. She believed they trusted her too. Yet behind the scenes, small warnings existed, Orkid tugging a trainer's hair, Splash ignoring commands. Concerns often brushed aside. On July 2nd, before the crowds arrived, Tamarie entered the pool for a simple training session, conditioning, reinforcement, pre-show warm-ups. Routine. Safe. Her team watched from the deck. Orkid surfaced beside her, mist spraying gently across Tamarie's face. But beneath the water, Orkid's movements tightened. Her gaze locked onto Tamarie with a cold intensity. Splash circled below like a shadow. Then it happened. Without warning, Orkid lunged and clamped her jaws around Tamarie's foot, yanking her underwater. The pool erupted. Trainers shouted. Splash surged upward, joining the attack. Now two orcas dragged her deeper, twisting her in the water. For the first time in her career, Tamarie was not the trainer, she was prey. Emergency cues echoed through the stadium. Trainers slapped the water, threw fish, activated buzzers. Nothing worked. Underwater, her world became darkness, muscle, and crushing power. Her lungs burned as she fought to reach the surface, her screams swallowed by the sea. Seconds felt like minutes. Finally, a senior trainer made a desperate decision. They used a false recall signal, one associated with Kasatka, the dominant matriarch who wasn't even in the pool. The whales had been conditioned to obey her. It worked. Orkid let go. Splash followed. Tamarie floated upward, limp and bleeding. For a terrifying moment, she didn't move. Then she gasped, a broken, desperate breath that saved her life. Blood spread across the water as trainers rushed in. Her arm hung twisted, bone exposed. Her foot was torn open. Bruises covered her ribs. Guests in restricted areas watched, horrified, as she was rushed out on a stretcher. At the hospital, surgeons fought to repair the damage. While Tamarie lay sedated, SeaWorld executives debated how to protect their image. The official report stated she was injured during routine training. No mention of aggression. No mention of nearly drowning. No mention of the recall signal that saved her. Inside the park, trainers knew the truth. They had seen warning signs for years. Months passed. Tamarie endured surgeries, metal pins, and painful therapy. She learned to walk again. She learned to move her arm. But the water she once loved now carried memories of terror. She never returned to in-water training. SeaWorld buried the incident. Orchid kept performing. Splash stayed in shows. And Tamarie stayed silent. No interviews, no statements, no spotlight. Years later, when the documentary Blackfish shook the world, Tamarie's near-fatal attack resurfaced. Filmmakers uncovered logs and internal reports that SeaWorld had tried to hide. Her story added to the growing evidence that trainers were at risk and orcas in captivity were dangerously unpredictable. Then came another tragedy. Trainer Dawn Brancho was killed by the Orca Tillicum at SeaWorld Orlando. This time, the truth could not be hidden. Regulations changed. Trainers were banned from swimming with orcas. Protocols were rewritten. Barriers added. SeaWorld was never the same. Today, Tamarie lives quietly, far from the spotlight. The shows continue. The whales still perform. But her story remains, a reminder that beneath the smiling trainers and jumping whales lies a history of risk, silence, and blood. The pool that turned red that morning wasn't a stage. It was a battlefield between illusion and reality. And Tamarie's survival forced the world to ask, is entertainment worth another life? Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel.